Boom! Congratulations! You have reached day 16, which is the semi-finals. You are so close to the finishing line. Give yourself a massive pat on the back. We are so proud of you. I am so proud of you. You know, to make it to this stage, I believe you never thought that it was possible, but again, you have done it. Now, today is really, really important. I've mentioned this many times, and I've always said this, right? Throughout the whole 23 days, which are the two most important days, guys? If you still remember. Yes, these two are the most important days, your day 16 and day 17. That's why I purposely, intentionally, specially, exclusively, you name it all, I need you to watch this message here. Okay? Now there are 5 things that I want to remind you. 5 things. It's in your handbook, it's in your steps. Even my team has briefed you, and in fact, I'm going to be speaking to some of you again, but whichever case, all right, there are 5 things. I want you to quickly now grab your piece of paper and a pen. Write these 5 things down just in case if you've forgotten about everything else that I've shared with you, okay? Now, number 1, remember, please have your solid meals latest before 2 p.m. today, all right? After 2 p.m., no solid meals. That is number 1. Now, when I say no solid meals, what do I mean? Please don't text my team, your angels, and say, can I drink soup? Can I eat salad? No solid food, guys. These are all solid food, all right? So, now, you might be thinking, Mark, why? Why can't I just have my solid food even if I'm eating real food or organic food? Very simply because what we need you to see is when you flush out in the evening, usually the first 2 rounds, your stones will be covered with stools. Now, the 3rd round onwards, it should be only purely stones, not covered with stools or your poo. Alright? Now, what happens is that if you continue to take solid food, it will compromise your stones from showing up. Okay, and what I do not want you guys to do is like really hunting diamonds, and I'm going to start to ask you to scrap off your shit in order to discover the stones in there. I'm sure you do not want to do this in the toilet, right? It's very disgusting. So it's so important that you stick to this. There's a reason behind, not because I want you to, stop solid food. And to fast, from 2 p.m. onwards in terms of solid meals is also to allow your body to digest the food that you have consumed the day before. You'll find it very surprisingly that in fact, many of our digestive tract is not that strong anymore. You'll see food coming out from 2 days before even, right? Now, of course, 2 p.m. is the final cutoff. I don't expect at 1:59 you're going for a buffet lunch and trying to, swallow everything in. Try to have your meals latest by 12, right? But whichever case, if you can't make it on time, you can still have it before 2, but don't go too heavy, right? So that's tip number 1, very, very important. Now, let me bring you to tip number 2. You have your Power Apple Lemon, right? Make sure you finish consuming it before 5 p.m. Now, Mark, what happens if I can't finish after 5? Do I continue to drink my Power Apple Lemon? No. Because what is going to happen is that you're going to see your Power Apple Lemon coming out in the toilet bowl at 6 p.m. right? And that's not what you want to see, right? So make sure that you consume completely finishing all your Power Apple Lemon before 5 p.m. right? So this is on number 2. So if you're thinking, after 2 p.m., if I'm hungry, what can I do? Drink water, drink your Power Apple Lemon. It's going to keep you full until the evening ends, right? Now, let's go down to tip number 3. Very, very important. Now, you have been given 4 packs of Epsom salt. Alright, so check in your starter kit, you should be finding 4 packs in there. Now, each pack of the Epsom salt represents 15 grams. Now, I want you to remember this, okay? You're only going to consume 2 packs tonight for your day 16. The remaining 2 packs is going to be for when? Next day, day 17. Alright? Now, please do not go and happily consume all 4 packs on day 16. I got people that are very blur, even though we have mentioned it, we have indicated in the book, yet I don't know why, simply some people are so lazy to read and listen, okay? So now, Mark, what happens if I overconsume? Then you're going to be camping in the toilet, alright, as simple as that. And you do not want to really change the whole sequence and the steps. There are all reasons behind it, okay? So now, stick to that 2 packs when? Tonight. Now, what are the timings for you to consume your Epsom salt for that 2 packs? The first pack, you're going to be consuming at 6 p.m. The second pack is 8 p.m. Alright? Follow the measurements in terms of the water amount that you should be mixing with. Alright? So this is point number 3. Now, let's move to point number 4. And before I go to point number 4, just in case if you know, you find that, Mark, you know what, I find that the Epsom salt tastes bitter. You know, what can I do? That's why we gave you a bit of extra lemon for those of you if you have got the juice from us. For those of you that if you make your own juice, make sure you always spare a bit of extra lemon, right? About 100 ml or at least 50 ml. Now what you want to do is that you want to rinse off your mouth with the lemon juice for the aftertaste, because some people may not find Epsom salt that pleasing. It's on the bitter side. Okay? Now, and again, I want to emphasize this. It doesn't taste amazing for Epsom salt. It doesn't taste like the salt that you think about, right? Some people find that it's okay. Some people find that it's a challenge to drink it. Whichever case, you still need to consume the full dose of the Epsom salt. Please do not go and change to sea salt, your table salt, right? It doesn't work that way, right? For those of you who have attended my masterclass, you know why. So please do not go and change the salt. Because why? Then you're going to tell me, Mark, why I don't see stones coming out? There is a reason for Epsom salt to be used here. Alright, so this is tip number what? Number 4. Alright, very important that you remember this. Okay, clear? Alright, now let me move to the last part here. Okay, what's the last part here? Tip number 4 is consume your olive oil and your power lemon. Right, mix this together, or technically your lemon juice. The measurements are in the book. Please follow. It's also going to be in the message that I'm going to be sending to you again before your flush. Is 125 ml of olive oil. Please do not go and drink the whole gallon, okay? And you need that oil, right? Mix both of these, give it a good shake, right? If you got a shaker, or use a spoon and quickly mix it up, and then you just gulp the whole thing in. That's it. All right, now when does this take place? 9:45 p.m. sharp. Please do not arrange any parties and come back and say, you know what, I missed the 9:45. Is it okay if I take at 10:30? No, please don't. Alright, you know that today is so important. We have reminded you over and over again. Please plan for it. If you've forgotten now, you still have time to cancel whatever events that you have for tonight. Okay, make sure that from 6 p.m. onwards, you stay at home. Right, from 6 p.m. onwards, you gotta be at home. Before 6, you can still go and do your things. But after 6, just stay at home. Alright? Now, coming down to the last and final tip. Every round that you go to the toilet, what I need you to do is take pictures of your toilet bowl with the sieve that is used to sieve your poo and your stools. I know some of you can say, Mark, paiseh, I'm ashamed. Don't worry, our job is to look at shit. We analyze shit every day. It's part of our occupation. Alright, so there's no shame here. Alright, and by the way, we are going to forget about how your face looked like after looking at the shit. So we're not going to associate that to your poo. Alright, I know some of you might, it's disgusting, I'm sorry. Don't apologize. Now, I want to emphasize this is so important. Make sure that every visit that you go to the toilet from this evening until tomorrow, 2 p.m., take pictures, send it to my group. If you don't send the pictures to our group, we are not going to provide you a summary of what your stones mean. We are not able to help you to analyze that. And please do not become the expert and start analyzing your own stones and make a conclusion like, okay, I think this is cholesterol stone. Leave that to us, right? But all I'm asking you to do is take pictures and send to us. This will be the last and final tip, right? So these are the 5 tips that I just want to quickly remind you, because I think it's so important to get you ready for tonight. All right, and I'm so excited for all of you guys, to be going through this flush, and it's going to be life-changing. It's going to be a very unique experience for you. And more importantly, I want you to be amazed by the amount of crap, junk that has always been inside your body and is finally coming out. All right, so have a happy flushing, and stick to the timing, stick to the steps, and look forward for my next video. Get set and boom!